Good morning, all of you. Now I start tenses. Everybody knows the importance of tenses in English language. Tenses are just like a heart. For English language. Heart is very important part of a human body. In the same way, tenses, the topic of tenses is also very important to improve our English language, our spoken ability and everything. If you know tenses very well, you can frame excellent sentences. But if you don't know tenses, it is not possible for anybody to frame a correct sentence by using correct tense. Basically, tense is the form of a verb. Tense is the form of a verb that tells a particular point of time in the past, present, past and future. It tells a particular point in the present, past and future. The word tense was taken from a Latin word tempus. Tempus means time. That's the definition of tense. Tense is nothing but a verb. For example, go, verb. What the tense of go? Present tense. Went, it's the second form. V2, past tense. V3, gone. So, go, went, gone. Go is the verb. It tells you different points of time, particular points of time in the present. Go tells present, about present. Went, about past tense. Gone, about future. Actually, gone is not future tense. Gone is past participle. Future tense means will plus V1. Will plus V1. Future tense. Will go, will do, will speak. This is a future tense. So, it is not future, past participle. I think gone is not future tense, according to some English experts. In Telugu, only three tenses: వర్తమానం, భూత, భవిష్యత్ కాలం. వర్తమాన కాలం, భూతకాలం, భవిష్యత్ కాలం. వర్తమాన కాలం present tense, భూతకాలం past tense, భవిష్యత్ కాలం future tense. But in English, they are divided into 12 tenses. For example, simple present tense is divided into 4 kinds. Past tense 4, future also 4. Simple present tense, for example, if you take simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. 4. In the same way, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. These are the 12 tenses in English language. If you know the usage of these 12 tenses perfectly, you can write excellently a story or essay or anything. So, knowing tenses very well or perfectly is very important for a person Who wants to improve his English knowledge? It is must, no other way. For example, take simple present tense. In simple present tense, first when do we use? Usage. Next, how to frame positive statements. How to frame positive yes no question. How to frame negative yes no question. How to frame negative statements. How to frame negative yes no question. How to frame negative WH question. These are the 6 structures you have to learn in simple present tense. Usage, structure, plus examples. These 3 you have to learn. So now come to the point. We start with simple present tense. First one, when do we use present tense? Okay. Simple present tense has only one usage. Only one usage. What is that usage? We use the present tense, simple present tense. We use simple present tense to denote regular actions, routine affairs, habitual actions, universal truths, mathematical truths, scientific truths, and geographical truths. So only on this occasion we have to use simple present tense. Simple present tense. Actions denoted by simple present tense is relevant to present, past, and future. Actions denoted by simple present tense are relevant to present, past, and future. Note actions denoted by simple present tense are relevant to present, past, and future tense and future. So, actions denoted by simple present tense are relevant to present, past, and future. How? I write one example. My sister works in a bank. Present tense. My sister works in a bank. I take milk. Every day, whether you write it or not. My sister works in a bank means this sentence tells about present tense, past tense, and future tense. That means my sister worked in a bank yesterday. My sister is going to work in the bank today. My sister is going to work or will work tomorrow. Will work in a bank. That means three tenses. She worked yesterday, she works today, she will work tomorrow also. That is the meaning we can get from this sentence. My sister works in a bank. I take milk every day. Imagine, I take milk means it is every day. Routine affair, regular affair. I take milk means regular affair. It tells about the present tense, past tense, and future. I took milk yesterday. I am taking today. I will take tomorrow. That's the meaning. So, when we use simple present tense, it is relevant to present, past, and future in this way. So, I explain the definition of tense, kinds of tenses, that means total 12 tenses. Next, I started simple present tense. Usage over. Now I explain structure. Before coming to structure, for that usage I give some examples. For example, according to our definition, you say, I go to temple every day. I watch a movie on Sunday. The sun rises in the east. Universal truth. The earth revolves around the sun. Geographical truth. 2 plus 2 is 4. Mathematical truth. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Scientific truth. So, on these occasions, we can use simple present tense. Next one. Structure. Structure to frame a positive statement in simple present tense. Frame for positive statement in simple present tense. Subject. Subject plus V1 with form 1 plus S or ES plus object or other words. Other words. According to this structure, you can frame sentences of your own. Here, V1 plus S or S means sometimes in simple present tense we have to add only V1. Sometimes we have to add S to V1 form. Sometimes we have to add ES. I write examples. You can afterwards object or other words. Subject, for example, I, we, you, they, my parents. My parents. Take tea. Take tea. With all this, first person, second person, third person plural, we can add only simple present tense without S or ES. Not takes. Only take. I take tea, we take tea, you take tea, they take tea, my parents take tea. We have to write only V1 form with all these subjects. Pronouns. When do you add S or ES? With all third person singulars. He, she, it, my sister, takes tea. With all third person singulars, you have to add yes to the present tense. He takes tea. He take tea. Wrong. She takes tea. It takes tea. My sister takes tea. This is the situation when you have to use yes, adding yes to the V1 form. Yes. Sometimes you have to use yes. Yes, very rare. Do plus yes does. Go plus yes goes. Only for those two verbs you have to add yes with all third person singulars. He does his homework. He goes to school. Goes to school on foot. Does, goes. Yes, we have to add only to these two verbs. %. He does his homework. He goes to school. So this is about this structure. By following this structure, you can create your own examples. Any sentence you can create by following this table. With all first persons, second person, third persons plural, you can add yes. You have to add yes to V1 form. First, second, third person plural, we have to write only V1 form without S or ES. With all third person singulars, you have to add S, sometimes ES. These are the two important things you have to remember about this structure. By noting down this structure, you can create your own sentences, any sentence. Next one, for example, I write some sentences. This is a positive statement. Next structure, how to frame positive yes no question in simple present tense. Frame for positive yes no question. In simple present tense. Positive yes no question. For example, so first observe these two sentences. Before that, I explain one thing. What is a positive yes no question? First of all, what is yes no question? What is yes no question? A sentence that begins with a verb, helping verb. Afterwards, there must be subject. And at the end, there is a question mark. This is called a positive yes no question. Do you like coffee? Do, helping verb, use subject, like V1, coffee, object. At the end, question mark. This is the structure of a positive yes no question. Helping verb plus subject plus V1 form plus object or other words. Why do we call such kind of questions yes no questions? Such kind of yes no questions, that means it is also called verbal questions. Such kind of verbal questions have the answer yes or no. For example, are you going to school? It is yes or no question. What is the answer for that question? You can say yes or no. Yes means I am going to school. Or means not means, oh sorry. No means I am not going to school. So yes represents entire answer, I am going to school. No represents entire sentence, I am not going to school. Simply you can say yes or no. You need not say yes I am going to school. You need not say yes no I am not going to school. No need. Because of this reason also, these questions are called yes or no questions. These questions are also called verbal questions. So how to frame these questions? Then what is positive yes no question? What is negative yes no question? Very simple. If there is no negative meaning word like not or no in a question, such questions are called positive yes no question. If there is no negative meaning words like not or no in any yes or no question, such questions are called negative yes no questions. Negative. If there are negative meaning words like not or no, they are called negative yes no questions. If there are no negative meaning words like not or no, they are called positive yes no questions. So, first of all, observe these two statements. These are positive statements. Positive statements. See, observe these two sentences. For changing a statement into a question, you have to remember two important things. Two important things. What are the two important things? First, after reading sentence, you must try to find out what is subject, what is verb, whether it is main verb or helping verb. Whether it is a main verb or helping verb. If it is a helping verb, if there is a helping verb in a sentence, it is very easy to change that statement into yes or no question by simply reversing that helping verb and subject. For example, here they are going to school. They subject to are helping verb. Here we have one helping verb. It is very easy to change this sentence into positive yes no question. Simply reverse these two. Are they going to school? Question mark. If there is helping verb, it is very easy. Simply reverse this helping verb and subject. It becomes automatically positive yes no question. See this sentence. He is subject to is helping verb. Reading main verb. If you want to change this sentence into positive yes no question, simply reverse these two. Is he reading the Hindu? Is he reading the Hindu? Automatically it becomes question. Positive yes no question. This is one important thing. But sometimes there are no helping verbs in some sentences. Then what method we have to follow to change it into positive yes no question? Simple thing. For example, read this. He likes tea. He is subject to likes verb, but it is not helping verb. It is a main verb. When there is main verb, how to change a statement into yes or no question? Simply by taking the help of do, does, did. These are also helping verbs. These are called operators also. Dummy operators. So when do you start question with do? When do we start question with does? When do we start with did? Yes or no question? See, he likes tea. First, we can take this sentence. They play very well. They subject to play main verb, present tense without S or ES. Main verb, present tense without S or ES. When there is a main verb without S or ES, we have to start yes or no question with do. Do plus. What is the subject? They. Do they? Next V1. V1 for what? Play. Do they play? Remaining as usual. Do they play very well? Question mark. Simply it became positive yes no question. Why do you take do here to frame yes or no question? Because the main verb play is present tense without s or es. That's why you have to start the yes or no question with do. So he went to Guntur, positive statement. Play. They play very well. They subject to play main verb present tense without s or es. That's why this question should begin with do. Do plus afterwards subject reverse. Do they? Next V1 form. V1 form of this verb here. Play. Do they play? Remaining words as it is. Question mark. So this is a way how to change a positive statement into negative, into positive yes no question when the verb is a main verb. Second sentence you can see. He likes tea. He likes tea. See, subject is he, likes main verb, not helping verb. Main verb with yes. Main verb with yes likes. So, when there is main verb with yes or es, you have to start the question with does. Does plus subject. What subject here? He. Next V1. V1 for what? Like. Like. You have to remove s. You should not write does he likes. Then it becomes wrong. So, does he like only you have to write. Does he like tea? Question mark. Automatically it became positive yes no question. Why do you take does here? Because the main verb is with yes. The main verb is with yes. That's why you have to start yes or no question, positive yes no question with does. Does. After does, you have to write subject. What subject here? He. Next V1 form. V1 form means without s you have to take here. Does he like tea? This is one way. That is the question begins with does. Next one. He went to Guntur. He went to Guntur. See, he is subjective. Went to main verb, past tense. To Guntur other word. So, when the main verb is in past tense, if you want to change that positive statement into positive yes no question, you have to start that question with did. Did plus subject. What is subject? He. Did he. Plus V1 form. What is the V1 form for went? Go. Did he went wrong? Did he went wrong? There is one fundamental rule. After do, does, did, you have to write only V1 form. After do, does, did in any sentence, you have to use only V1 form. Present tense only. Present tense without s or es. Simple present tense. In the same way, after have, has, had, you have to use only V3 form. Not V1 form or V2 form. These two are fundamental, no change at all. So, did he go? V1 form of went is go. Did he go to Guntur? Guntur. Question mark. It became positive yes no question. Why did you take a did here? Because the main verb here in this sentence is went, past tense. That's why yes or no question should begin with did. After did, you have to write subject. After subject, you have to write V1 form of this verb. Go. Go went gone. Did he go to Guntur? Question mark. This is the way of changing positive statements into positive yes no question. Positive yes no question. Oh, okay. I am concluding this video. In the next video, I will continue the same topic. Thank you all.